Hi everyone, I'm Emilio Escobar, Datadog CISO. I'll be quickly going over how Datadog's internal security is structured to manage cloud security risks while reducing friction and silos, as well as how our observability research are focused on providing you with the right signals in our products so you can do the same. With today's technology, there's no security issue that can be solved by a single team. It always has to be a team sport or a collaborative effort. Dev, Ops, and security are the three main teams that need to provide some input into resolving any security issue. Whether a vulnerability in your application, cloud infrastructure, or an active attack against your environment, at Datadog we work hard at reducing these silos that are naturally formed when a problem is divided into different pieces. We know that trust in our service and software is paramount. That's why at Datadog, security is everyone's responsibility. Our developers are not only responsible for building products, but they're also responsible for owning the infrastructure that supports them, as well as the security of their services. This means that they have the highest level of context on how the applications work, as well as how the main infrastructure components that make up their services as well. But the security team enables them with the right security context for their services. As depicted here, we embed security into different levels depending on the amount of context and continuity needed. We scale our program with our security ambassadors, also known as our champions. We embed security engineers into particular products or features that require continuous hands-on level of attention or introduce a unique security concerns. Teams who are building core platform components have their own dedicated security engineers. Even some of these engineers reporting to those engineering teams and not to the central security organization. If we can divide security into three pillars, we focus on these. Secure defaults by building things from the ground up with security considerations in mind, or tooling that provide golden paths so our developers can do their job safely. We've decentralized security to maximize collaboration and reduce friction. And we respond to security events with the deep context that comes from this decentralization. To give you some insights on how this looks in practice, let's go over a response of a vulnerability that received quite a bit of attention last year. Last October, there was a vulnerability in the OpenSSL project that was rated as high, but the vulnerability was triggered when specially crafted HTTPS certificates were being used. We immediately spun up an internal investigation where we combined the expertise of our security team with the expertise of our engineers from areas where we thought we were validating HTTPS certificates that were most likely exposed to this vulnerability. The result of what was, instead of immediately filing tickets to all the dev teams to patch, we got a better understanding of how and where we had a potential of being exposed to the vulnerability. But with the context provided by our security team and our research, we quickly learned that the chances were pretty minimal and the impact wasn't something that we deem as critical. Later on, the vulnerability was downgraded to a medium, so our initial judgment built by this collaboration was correct. Now that we've given you a glimpse of how Datadog security works, let's talk about how we help you build the same team sport for you. Our dedicated group of security researchers are constantly adding new signals, rules, and producing research content that can be used as conversation starters and build internal collaboration between your dev, ops, and security teams. When a new vulnerability or threat vector is disclosed, our team immediately begins to dissect it and build any out-of-the-box signals that can help you detect any attacks against your environment. Using the context that Datadog provides you, security teams can quickly identify the service or system owners. Teams can deeply assess the risk of the vulnerability and identify the impact of any successful attack. Subsequently, teams can track the remediation of vulnerability based on your risk tolerance contextualized by our service catalog. But that is not all. Our team also gathers threat intelligence and tracks threat actors targeting cloud environments to further build any detection rules that can be useful out of the box. We also want to build and enable a community by producing content that can be a source of education and context, as well as maintaining a few open source tools that can further assist you in testing your detection and response capabilities, but also protect your software supply chain. Our most recent addition is Datadog's Cloud Security Atlas, a unique register of risks that applies specifically to cloud environments. It includes tailored content that is accessible to everyone and provides simple explanations to help you triage and manage your cloud security risks. Cloud Security Atlas is part of our Security Labs, which was launched last year and is our single source for all research articles, deep dives of emerging threats, open source tooling announcements, and more. Our three main open source tools are Stratus Red Team to help you test your detection and response capabilities, GuardDog to help you identify malicious NPM or Python packages, and Threat Test that helps you monitor the health of your detection engineering pipelines. We believe Security Labs can be a great resource for you, so please make sure to follow it and subscribe to it.